What up, nation? Welcome to the Wise Take NBA DFS podcast. I am your host, Paulie D. That's where you can find me on Twitter. And I'm joined by CashinDFS and my boy TC. Say what's up, guys.
What's up?
Nice, solid. All right. Tell me how you guys are doing tonight. Like, we'll start with you, Cashin. How's your lineups doing? How much Brandon Paul did you have?
I'm doing awesome. Brandon Paul killed it for me. He's got me so far into the money. I'm gonna win all the fucking money today. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna win all the damn money today with my Brandon Paul lineups.
Nice. What about you, TC? How you said you're looking all right?
On some lineups, I won't break even unless like something crazy here happens. But I got a few lineups I can at least be proud of. But Brandon Paul killed like 65 to 70% of my lineups.
Nice.
And I'm really glad that we're a growing company and not like huge, because I'd be getting like death threats right now as high up as on Brandon Paul as I was.
Oh, now I'm looking at my lineups again. I'm 100% on Brook Lopez, and he's balling as well too, bro. Like I said on the stream, I'm putting my money in a pile, and I'm lighting it on fire tonight. That's what's happening.
What's Lopez's numbers look?
He's got 4.
He's got 4.
4 FanDuel points.
All right. We still got some time left. We'll see. I got 2 teams that look decent. I got Nurkic, Ingram, Lillard, and Patty Connaughton on one. And the same first 3 and Clarkson on the others. So we see one of those 2 guys go off, might get a little more entertaining. But we got a nice big old 12-game Friday slate for you guys tomorrow. And we're going to dive right in because it's pretty big. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of nice contests. And we want to get the information to the nation. So, TC, start me off. High-end point guards. What are you liking for tomorrow?
High end, so I'll go down to like Kyrie at 8,400, and I'll consider that. Out of those 3, Westbrook, Wall, Kyrie, I like Wall the most out of them. I don't mind Kyrie really at all because playing OKC, if it's going to go up, it's a 5.5 point spread right now, so it should be close. Wall, let me find the line on them. I just looked at it a minute ago. I don't even know if it's been posted yet, actually. That one. No, I don't think that one's posted, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I don't know why, though. Like, why do you think they don't have the lineup for that one yet?
For what?
Markeith? Markeith. No. Cleveland, Washington. It's probably because of Markeith.
Yeah. Well.
That's it. It's Porter.
Otto Porter.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah, regardless, I like both of those more than Westbrook. I'm just not. There's no way I'm going to pay up for Westbrook. Cash games, he's viable. GPPs, I'm just not going to do it. I think I'm going to get the same return if I pay up out of possibly Kyrie that I will of from Westbrook.
Okay. Cashin, what do you think? High end point guards.
John Wall. I mean, why would I go anywhere else? He's playing the Cavaliers. You play the Cavaliers, you become a great player. And John Wall's already great, so just makes him even better. John Wall, I don't want to look at the other 2.
Okay. All right, great. TC, take us to the mid-tier.
Mid-tier, I'll go down to like Lowry at 68, or we'll go to Collison at 6K. I do like Collison coming off of a huge game. Ownership's going to be a big thing for me to look at there because I could see a lot of people just going to him.
They priced him down.
Yeah, 6K on
cheaper. Yeah.
Other than that, I like Rubio. It seems like all year he's been going under-owned and he's been performing decently well. So I think if he's going to get me 6x value and go like one of the lower mid-tier owned point guards, then he's in play for me. I also don't mind Drew Holiday, but I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of him just because I don't really expect him to have a 55-point game or whatever he had last time. other than that, that's kind of where I'm staying. I don't mind Schroeder, but I don't really want much of Ball. I don't want much of Kemba. Lowry's interesting at 6,800. I'll probably be mostly on Collison if his ownership isn't as high as I think it's going to be. But if his ownership's going to be really high, it'll probably be Lowry and Rubio that I kind of stay with around this range so far.
All right, yeah, Cashin, take me down to about 6K on FanDuel.
You see who's Collison whose big game Collison's was against? What team was that against?
Yeah,
exactly. John Wall.
Wall.
That price on Lowry. Oh my goodness. Brought him back down. But it's against Utah. But we just saw what Dame did. He's not the same player. Like he doesn't have that same upside, but
he's $3,000 cheaper.
Yeah, he's so cheap. Oh man. I like Ball though. I mean, I like anybody against Brooklyn. So yeah, for sure. It's a back-to-back, but against Brooklyn, that doesn't even really matter to me. And yeah, like TC said, I play Rubio more than your average bear. And I got another day at 2%. I don't think I've seen him on a big slate over 10%. I don't think I've seen it in the double digits. And he's scoring the ball. Like, just go ahead and look at his game logs if you don't watch the games. The guy is scoring the ball, and he has to because his team has no offense. So he has to be more aggressive and should get assists as well. Kemba versus San Antonio? No, that's on the road. Atlanta, Schroeder he's not going to give me the upside on that price that I need enough. Like, he's not going to do it. It will happen, but not enough for me. So
yeah, no, like I don't see him getting you like a 50 burger, even against Houston. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think his ceiling is? Like 43?
No. No. His ceiling is over 50, but it's just not going to happen enough. It's not like a consistent thing where I'm going to be jumping on it a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think tomorrow his ceiling is over 50?
I mean, if there's going to be a game where he does, I would think it'd be this one, right?
I would say his ceiling could be 55 in that game if it stays close and he's just going off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would bet he will get 40 or less.
I mean, Houston is 8-point favorites right now. The over/under is at 214 in that game. It's an interesting game. I'm sure we're gonna have some other players from here that we talk about, but I think 8K on FanDuel is a little high. Maybe on DraftKings a little cheaper. I'll take a look in a minute.
But the thing is that I think Gordon will guard him, so Gordon's okay.
Yeah,
great, but he's okay defender.
The usage is big with Schroeder, though. And a pace-up game, like, he's got ceiling. Let me see what he is on DraftKings as TC takes us into the value section.
Yeah, the value, I've got two main guys that stick out to me right away. And that's Brogdon at 5,700. It's a close game. Going to be, I think it's a 2-point spread, 205 total. I just think that at 5,700, he needs 26, 27 points to hit 5x and then 30s for up to 6 and more x. So I like that spot for him. And still, like, I know they priced him up a little bit, but Moody at 4,500, he's not nearly as attractive as he was at like 3,900 last game, but still at that price needs 22 points. Anything above that's more than value at 5x. So he's definitely still in play for me, especially going up against Miami. We just saw Teague just destroy Miami. So I don't mind him there. I don't like him quite as much as I did at 39 or 38, but he's still in play for me. And I think if I had to guess, Cash is higher up on McConnell or one of you two. So I'll let one of you guys talk about McConnell.
I've played him every day since the Houston game where he went off. That was and I put him on Friday. I said I want him more if Redick is in because that brought his ownership way down. And he still got me 6x or more. It was somewhere around there. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted his ownership further down. I don't like him as much today with that price because his price came up, 700, 800?
What are you looking at? What kind of price tag are you looking at?
57.
57.
Oh yeah, 57.
That's interesting because he's 4,900 on DraftKings. Brogdon, who you just mentioned, TC, he's 5,200 on DraftKings, and Schroeder is 7,100 on DraftKings.
Ooh.
So there's some big differences in prices just on those three guys.
Yeah.
I like all three of those much better on DK.
I mean, if you guys like them on FanDuel and they're significantly cheaper over here, like, I just wrote those three names down.
I like
that's
all
very,
three
very
of those there.
interesting to me.
Because I was about to say for Brogdon, like, he's not. I don't think he has the upside that I want at that price on FanDuel. So I was just about to say that. But
what's Moutier
on DK?
Moutier is 4,400.
Okay, so relatively the same price.
Yep.
Yeah. Jared Jack.
Anybody else down in the cheap zone here? Cashing?
Let me look. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go for playing Jared Jack, everybody. Get him the big 8. I hate Jared Jack. He sucks. Yeah, Shelvin Mack. If Elfrid Payton doesn't play and DJ Augustine just hurt his hamstring, he's not gonna play. Give me all of that. Give me all that Shelvin Mack. Even though they raised his price up. He was min, now he's 5,000. But I'll take it. Versus Chicago, he's
3,800 on DraftKings.
Yeah, he's the only point guard left on the team. Uh-huh. And I mean, we could get to the other positions, but if Augustine is out, which he already is, and Elfrid misses, oh man, give me Fournier. He's gonna run the offense. Give me Simmons. He's gonna run the offense. I'll stack this whole team against these sorry Bulls. But what else? He already mentioned Moutier, so Ulyss. Everybody go to James. I could go to Ulyss in tournaments. He outplayed James for the first couple of games without Bledsoe, so he's cheaper and way less popular. What else here? What else? And that's about it. I mean, Felton is always a good punt. He's almost always going to get you value if you need that with your build. And that's about it.
All right, cool. I think Clarkson at 4K against the Nets is worth a look down there. And Patty Mills started for the San Antonio Spurs tonight. He's still 3,500 playing against Charlotte, so that could be interesting. Prices haven't adjusted yet to him starting.
Yeah, that's right. That. You think he's going to start here, or do you think that was something for Curry?
I mean,
good.
This is Kemba. Is it that much different?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is, but yeah, I feel you. It's not. It's kind of, yeah.
And I mean, I feel like DeJounte Murray's the better defender. If it was defensive, I would have kept Murray out there. I think it was really to get the offense going because they were we need to keep pace with these guys, and then they led most of the way. So I don't know. I think it's gonna stick. I don't see Pop just doing that for one game. I think he's making that change in the rotation, but we'll see. We'll see if we get used tomorrow. It's a 7:00 start. We'll know.
I didn't look at the minutes, but did anybody? Have you guys seen anything? I don't know if it's even out yet, but how many minutes Mills played over Murray tonight? Because watching the game, I didn't really look at anything, but it seemed like Murray Patty Mills got the majority of the run. It seemed especially in the second half, that Murray stayed on the bench a lot.
Well, once he was running most of the game until later, and then it was Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murray played more in the end when it was a blowout, which we projected that on the wide stream. But here I'll give you the minutes. I got Mills at 28 and Murray at 19.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was definitely Mills because Murray closed it out probably the last 8 minutes or 6 minutes, something like that.
Yep. Yeah. Mills didn't have a great night shooting, but he was taking those shots. I think this could be a bounce back spot for him at very, very low numbers. A lot of decent value options. I like the Shelvin Mack at 3,800.
Oh yeah, on DK for sure. But I got another play that I like to do in the big donkeys. Man, I don't want to give away all my secrets over here for the free. Y'all should come on. Y'all should come on over. But
yeah, free trial this week. Come on over, free trial.
I like to play Ish Smith over Jackson, especially when Jackson's coming off of big games, because Jackson can go out, and Stan Van Gundy is he will bench players. And if Jackson does something stupid or he's not playing well, Ish Smith will get big minutes, and dude can go for 40 at 3.8 on FanDuel. I mean, it's not like a play that you're gonna a core play like you're gonna go with a lot of money on, but in a donkey, this man can win you a donkey if he gets the minutes because he can go for 40.
Yep. And Cash has been telling us about the Ish Smith blow-up game. I know he's right. Milwaukee's not a bad idea for it because they kind of lock down. They trap the point guard on the pick and roll. So, the starter could actually start slow and maybe get Ish come in. He has the hot hand. The coach sticks with him. Last year, there was times when he would leave Ish in the crunch time of the game, and you really never know. So at 3.8, it's worth a shot. Why not? And 3.2 on DraftKings.
And he goes to the hole a lot. Like he drives to the hole. I have a stat, but I don't have it in front of me. Of how many times he goes to the hole, like per minute or per whatever. Dude goes to the hole. He gets there. Like it's a donkey play.
Yep, donkey play. All right, before we started shooting guards, we are running a contest about a guy we're about to talk about. It's the D'Angelo Russell Back to Los Angeles contest. We want the Wise Take Nation to comment in the YouTube comment section below with a projection for D'Angelo Russell's total FanDuel points end of the night. Whoever has the closest answer will get a free month subscription to Wise Take. So put him in there. D'Angelo Russell back in Los Angeles. What do you think his FanDuel final score will be? All right, Nation. With that being said, TC. High-end shooting guards. What you got?
All right. I'll go down to like Middleton, even though him and like Booker or I'll go down to DeRozan to 7,600. I like Beal. He's been playing well to start the season off. Harden, I'm just not gonna touch. I just can't see him having a breakout game and going for 65 or 70. And if I don't have him and he does, then, I'll take the L, but I'm just not going to do that. Beal, I really like. Middleton, he started off pretty strong, and I rostered him a lot, but it just seems like he's kind of he's almost just being too calm and still a shooter. Still a lot of merit to playing him. But Devin Booker, I'm going to keep riding him until, I run out of money or I win all the money, either one or the other. I still think that at some point in time his usage is going to go through the roof, but I've been proven wrong at this point. But I can't really turn around now. Might as well just ride it out. But it's going to be a lot of Beal and then Booker and Middleton, kind of probably an even split if I'm going to the high tier.
Okay, let me ask you something. Is Chris Middleton a shooting guard on FanDuel?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's his price tag over there?
77.
77. We got him at 7,200 on DraftKings. And Devin Booker, what's his price tag?
76.
76 on DraftKings. And Victor Oladipo?
Him again. Oh, you want Victor Oladipo's price? 7.2.
7.2. All right, he's 8K on DraftKings. That's interesting. Cashin, talk to me about the high-end shooting guards.
Middleton went ham again.
Yeah.
Middleton's went ham 2 out of the last 3 games.
Big time ham.
Yes, sir.
Like new ceiling kind of hams for him. I've never seen him put up 60 before.
It just seems like, though, like to me, that it's just because everyone's focusing so much on Big D. How long do you think until they start just kind of making it? I don't know how to say it, because the first 2 games, I mean, he was getting the ball and he was trying to make stuff happen. But it seems like now it's just he's in the right spot at the right time. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a good play, because I do like him and I played him all year. It's just a fact of do you think that it's sustainable where he's at?
Well, he took 28 shots in his last game, and then before that he was averaging somewhere between 13 and 19. So obviously that was a massive boost. Hot hand, high-scoring game. But, I think it speaks to the pace that the Bucks are capable of playing at if they want to run. And I don't know if this game against Detroit's the right one, but, if they find themselves in a game against Houston or Atlanta, we may want to attack the Bucks a little bit more. But I don't mind him at 7,200. against Charlotte, but I agree. I think there's probably other spots I'm going to like better. I'm not going to chase the last game.
Yeah, I would like to see. I wonder if he's going to be popular or not, but I like the assists and I like the shot attempts. He took a lot of shot attempts versus Atlanta too when he had another big game.
Yeah.
I love to see those assists.
Yep.
Love that. It's Bradley Beal for me. Like, who's he playing? Playing the Cavs.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Give me that. I do like Middleton, but not if he's going to be super popular. Booker against New York. It's interesting to me. Not sure, not sure if I would go there.
Answer this question for me. If you are playing a Sun, Booker or Warren?
Oh, Booker. Warren's so volatile.
TC? Booker. Yeah, we knew that answer. I'm sorry. All right. So I think that rounds out the higher end. TC, take me from like 7K down to 5K. What do you got in that mid-tier?
We didn't talk about Russell.
I was going to say, we skipped right over his price range. He's 75.
All right.
Damn it.
I didn't realize you guys take me from 75 down to.
All right. Since this is a decent list, I'll just name a couple. Then I'll let Cash do his thing and give the people what they want. But Russell, I love the spot here, but I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of him just because his ownership. And that's not me saying that he's not going to go off, because I think he's at least going to try, even if his shots aren't falling. He's going to try to put it. He's a young kid going back. I have all expectation that he's just going to try to go off here. But that's something that I'm willing to take a risk with 50% of my lineups and not have any exposure to, just in case he flops and he's 60% owned. But then going down from there, I haven't been playing Hardaway when he's been playing well. So I think I'm going to change that trend, and I'm going to put him in my lineups, and we're going to see if the curse is real and if he just drops another 5 point on me
against the Suns.
It's Booker. It's Booker defense, bro.
If he drops a dud here tomorrow, you are the curse, and we'll start to check in with you if you're playing him or not to make our decision.
I've been telling you guys, he did horrible tonight. Tonight's the night to play him because I'm not going to have any of them, and he went off. Next game, I'm not going to play him. Don't worry about it. Had a good game, and now I'm going to play him. So this is going to be the point. We're going to be able to tell. Chris Dunn for the Bulls. I like him coming back. He's athletic. He can do a lot. First game back, it seemed like they tried to get him involved decently. So I just think that's going to keep expanding. And at 5,300, I don't think a lot of people have been following the Bulls, so I don't think that many people are going to be on him. So I like that spot. And then KCP, I don't mind him at 5K. Definitely not my favorite play. I'd rather play Dunn over him, but I don't mind the spot at 5K.
Cash, mid-tier. Tell me what you think about Russell.
What I think is that, oh man, I'm torn because I want 100% fade, but what if everybody's like, oh, he's going to be so popular, so I'm going to fade, and then he comes in at 12%.
He's not coming in at 12%.
Okay, well, 23%.
Okay.
Because it's a 12-game slate.
Yes.
And if everybody's going to be like, oh, well, he's going to be super popular, so let me fade, maybe I think about playing him, but I damn sure I do not want to play a player if he's going to be anywhere close to 40%. Nah, I don't want it. Gordon, you bastard. Screwed me. Hardaway. I mean, Hardaway's got Booker defense. I like anybody against Booker defense. Holiday. No. I don't know. Bazemore. Hold on. Let me see. I almost played Bazemore last game, and we all know I hate Bazemore.
Prince was the guy last game.
Yeah, it was. He's been balling. Yeah, Bazemore just don't got it. But I like Dunn. I expect the minutes to go up more this game. I don't necessarily think he's that good, but the Bulls are so bad that somebody's got to do something. Yeah, they just suck. But I definitely do not think Chris Dunn is going to be some very good NBA player. I just don't think that's
Nope.
going to happen.
He's kind of like Markkanen, though. Like, Markkanen with the Bulls looks like a all-star. He's a good player, but put him on, like, an actual decent team, and, he probably doesn't get 20 minutes a game. Like,
Yeah,
he's
the same.
player,
It's the same with Holiday, too. Like, all three of those. They're just benefit for being on such a bad team. But I want to ask about Middleton with Avery Bradley on him. Like, Middleton is a tall, lanky dude. Bradley is kind of small. Very good defender, but he is small. Like, oh, man, I don't know. It makes me like Middleton more. Because people might be afraid of him, but he's had such a big game. Damn. I don't know. What y'all think?
Complicated, man. But I think I like some Chris Middleton in this spot. But I mean, when we get over to Big D, we'll see. Like, I don't know who's gonna guard Big D on this team. Like, I think it could be a Big D game, not Middleton.
It's gotta be Stanley Johnson.
And is he really like something that we're gonna worry about on Big D?
Hell no.
Exactly. All right, man. Let's move along down. Any value shooting guards you guys are into?
Tony Snell, 3,700. I don't think it's going to explode, but if you're telling me that like 22 points, 23 points is 7x for him, like I don't expect a game that he's going to get you in the 30s, but I definitely think like at minimum 6x, maybe even like 8x is possible coming from him at this price. I don't really see why you would need to pay down. Well, unless you're going to stack like a Wall and a Big D, like if you're going to go all in on other spots. But at the same time, there's a lot of like mid-tier guys here that, like we went over, are pretty interesting. So it's not a need to go down. But if you need somebody under 4K that should get you you should feel safe at 5x and decently confident getting you like 7 or 8x, Snell would be my guy.
Yeah, so far it feels like a more balanced kind of lineup build kind of night. But we'll see. This is my first look, and I'm pretty sure it's both of you guys. So we'll see as it goes on.
Yeah, anybody... first look, I seen a scary boogeyman later there, TC. So I might need me some value because that man he's a scary dude.
Boogie.
But yeah, Tony Snell is playing so many minutes, but damn, do I hate him. He's one of those guys that stands in the corner, does nothing, but he's so big and lanky. Like Milwaukee loves big, lanky players. They got him all over the court. Snell, Big D, Middleton, the thin man, Henson. They're just everywhere. But my guy I like is Nwaba. I hope he starts again. The Magic love to run. It'll be a fast-paced game. Chicago sucks.
Yeah.
This kid grabbed 11 rebounds and 11 rebounds. Every time he's played over 20 minutes, he's got 11 rebounds. From a shooting guard, only twice. He's got over 20 minutes twice and got 11 rebounds twice.
All right, he's got 100%. I'm with it.
And Clarkson too against Brooklyn at 39.
I like the Clarkson and Donovan Mitchell, man. Take a look at him. He's 3,800 on DraftKings. You guys tell me what it is on FanDuel. Take a look at his last six games. Like at 3,800, he made 11x value last game, and I watched that game because I had Dame, and it was the game I got down here on the NBA channel. Like he was taking so many shots. He was so involved in that Utah offense. And you mentioned before about Rubio needing to take shots. Like this is the guy on the second string that takes the shots, and then they left him in the clutch time and in overtime. So that score's a little inflated. He got 41 in overtime, but he had like 35 going into that overtime.
Yeah, I really like him. Like I liked him coming into the season. I'm like, this kid is good.
He's good.
Yes, he's good. He just has to make his shots. But I think eventually, hopefully, Rodney Hood slips and steps on his clit and is out because he's out all the time. This kid is better than Rodney Hood, man. Yeah, dude. I hate Rodney Hood with a passion.
Dude, so I actually needed Rodney Hood. I played a late slate last night. I came in like 80th out of like 20,000, and the only miss is I had Rodney Hood who got me 9 points, and Donovan Mitchell at 1%. He got 41. Like I would have won. I would have won 25K at one change, and And I was just watching it, and like there was no way Hood was coming back on the court because he was hot and he was doing everything. He was getting steals, he was bringing up the ball some. Like it was really impressive. I think you should take a look. What's his price on FanDuel?
4-4.
4-4. See, like they reacted. DraftKings didn't. Even at 4-4, he's decent, but 3,800, you got to get you some of that over on DraftKings.
Yeah, man, he's the baller, man.
Yep. And against Toronto, like that, I'm not worried about that at all.
Nope.
So, all right, you guys, give me a projection though on Russell. What do you think it'll be?
We're going. What side are we going off? FanDuel, right?
FanDuel. Yeah. Give me his final FanDuel point take.
32.
32. All right, Josh.
Well, if he actually played on a team that didn't have every single person play 29 minutes, and if they played more, they got snipers up in the rafters. He's gonna snipe them whenever they get over 29 minutes. So he's gonna get 29 minutes. So I'll give him, let's say 37.
37. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fade this. I'm with you. 34 points. I think he's gonna underperform. I think KCP is gonna guard him, and I think they're gonna hold him down. I think that's what the Lakers are gonna do.
Yep.
I like Clarkson. I really like Clarkson in this game. Like I think he felt like he was behind Russell, like when he should have been the guy last year. And on like D'Angelo Russell night, I could see Clarkson just going off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right.
Because if Luke Walton's smart, he's literally going to say,
well,
make somebody else.
Come on.
Hey,
he's not.
Come
he's
on.
not
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, like, if he was, I know he's not, but if he was, like, he would literally say, stop Russell, make somebody else beat us. Like, if somebody else beats us, that's fine, but don't let it be him.
Yo, my basketball brain and my big toe is bigger than Luke Walton's in his head.
Yep. All right, moving along. On that note, so let's move over to small forwards. Talk to me about Big D and LeBron James. What do you guys like up top?
I love Big D as a player, but it's just getting really hard for me to play him at 12. Because like we know like he can go for 60 virtually any matchup, but like 60 is 5x. Is he going to get me 72, 84 points to get me 7 or 8x? Probably not. Not saying he doesn't have the capability, but at that price, like they have priced him almost out of my like range of players. Like, and it is sad because I love the dude. In cash games, he's always in play, but GPPs, you just almost can't do it on a slate like tomorrow where it's not just a raw points night. So it's probably going to be a decent fade for me. I don't know if it'll be 100% fade, but the majority I'll probably fade him. LeBron, I just don't know what to think about this guy. He has all the skill in the world. Like it's not too hard to say that, he's the best player on the planet. But he just hasn't had one of those monster games where he gets you 7x, 8x, and even at 10-6, you're still going to need 70 points from him to hit 7x. So I just don't see it with the way he's been playing. So away from those two, it'd probably be Paul George. There's such a big drop off down to Paul George at 7,600. Like I would rather play Paul George or Fournier over both of those guys. And that's not saying they're better players. I just think it's a better play for the pricing.
Interesting. Cashin, what's your thoughts on this?
Oh, George, man, screwed me with his 26 last game. I don't know. Last game, the Big D was so low owned.
Yeah.
And I expect the same at his price. Like I think most will go to the scary boogeyman at the same price. So I'll take it. I don't love it. I would rather have LeBron if I'm paying up for one of them two. I love this game. Cleveland, Washington. If Cleveland has any chance of keeping it close, which they probably don't, it's got to be LeBron. I mean, who the hell else is it going to be?
Hasn't it had to be LeBron every game though?
Yeah, but I'll take my 60 whatever. What are you going to give me 60? You're going to give me 59? I'll take that at 10-6. When I play a guy that expensive, I don't have to get 7. I'm not looking for 7x on a guy that is that expensive. I'm looking for him to get me 5 something, and then I want my cheap guys to get me 7, 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I understand
I'm just locking that in for my 57 to 60 points, and I'll just move on.
Yep.
No, I get that thought process, but I kind of want to get your thoughts here. Do you think for LeBron, it's like a lock that he's going to get you 57 to 65? Because I don't see it this year. Like years past, yeah, I'd say like mid to high 50s is easy for him. But like he's gave us games in the 30s in matchups that he should have went off. Like it's not too hard for me to see that he might only get you like low to mid 40s. Like if he has an average night, if he has a good night, sure, high 50s, 60s. But I just don't think it's like years past. So I want to hear. Do you think it's that much of a lock that he's going to get like high 50s?
I do in this game. But he could get 40. Like the only way he doesn't get to that number, that we're at 55 or so around there to 60, is if they get blowed out. If they keep it close, I don't think there's any way he doesn't get there.
Okay.
He has to. Like he just has to.
Yo, I'm gonna step out of my hosting hat for a second here, and I'm just gonna talk to you about this Cleveland Washington game. All right. This is a must stack, and this is going to be like a playoff environment. LeBron James has lost 4 games in a row, and now he's taking on the team that has basically said, like, we're better than you in the East, and we're coming for you. This is going to be a playoff atmosphere. It could go to overtime. LeBron's going to be playing, like, probably almost the whole game. He told the coach, he's like, I want to play more minutes, you know, like, and he coaches his team, so he's going to get what he wants. And there's no way everybody's going to be up for this game. Go look at what these games looked like last year. They are super high-paced, fast-paced games, and this is not going to be any different. This is a game you want LeBron. 10-6. 10-6. Like 55 is his floor, and he could go for 75 in this game.
Floor? Are you nuts?
Yeah, let's not get crazy here. Let's play devil's advocate.
Let me go that far.
Let me tell you something. I hate LeBron James. I think he's the most overrated player of this generation. I cannot stand him. And this is absolute nut spot for him. This is the nut spot of the season.
We could have a 2-hour show. We could have a 2-hour show right on this. How can you say he's the most overrated player? I mean, do you watch this dude on the court?
It's just because people compare him to Jordan. It's just, I cannot stand it. Like, I side with Jordan, and like it just annoys me when people compare him. So like I hate LeBron. I just hate him. Like I can't like change the feelings for it. I might be a little off, but I'm telling you, this is the nut spot. You want LeBron tomorrow.
Let me ask you this then. Okay, on that reasoning, with this is going to be a playoff atmosphere, and they have said that they are coming for him, and everyone's talking about how bad they are. Last year, it was almost not quite the same spot because it was towards the end of the year. They weren't on a big skid. But when Boston was playing them for the number 1 seed, like that was kind of the same thing. And LeBron didn't go off there. Like you can tell, like he doesn't care about anything but just making the playoffs. He doesn't care what seed they're going to be. Doesn't care how many wins they're going to have in the regular season. He lives for the playoffs. So I don't think at this point in time, this early in the season especially, that he is. And that's why I kind of want to hear your rebuttal to this, but I just don't see him thinking that this is a must-need spot for him to go off because it's so early and it's obvious that he just doesn't care about the regular season. Do I think it's a bad match for him? No.
If he didn't care, he wouldn't have held a team meeting, okay? They've lost 4 games in a row. Like, this is angry LeBron coming out. Trust me.
Let me say, I understand both points.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron knows that it doesn't matter. He could be the 5 seed in the East. Once the playoffs come on, he's gonna take his team to the finals. That's what's gonna happen unless there's injuries. Like once IT comes back, this team is going to the finals. Mm-hmm. But the thing is the 4 straight losses. Like the thing is the defense. Like, they are letting terrible teams just come into Cleveland or on the road, wherever it is, and just dominate them. Yep. There is no way on this earth that they should ever lose to Brooklyn. They should never let the Magic. They should never let the Magic come into Cleveland without two starters, Gordon and Elfrid Payton, and just dismantle them. The Magic dismantled them. So there's big problems in the land, as these cocksuckers want to say. There's big problems. Like, there's problems. They need to win some. Like, they don't have to win. It's not a must win. But you don't want to lose 5 games in a row. Like,
I'm telling you, it's the LeBron spot. You know it, Cash. You're gonna have him.
I feel you, man.
Game. You want on a serious note, this game. You want a lot. You want to stack it up. You want to have some. Maybe it's not, but you don't want to be the guy that didn't have it. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how confident you guys are. CK was telling me that a while back you guys used to do bets to where whoever lost had to change like their Avi picture or something. All right. Over under 53 points.
Oh, come on. Paulie just said his floor is 55, dude.
Hey, we're going to see how confident he is at that. 53 points.
I'll take the bet. Absolutely. We got a bet. We got a bet. Lock it in. You can figure out amongst yourselves.
Which site?
You can choose the site, dude. I don't care. These are the same price on both sites, so I don't care. I probably wouldn't give me DraftKings, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't give him DraftKings. He's going to get a double-double and a triple-double.
But, you can let me know. See how confident you are.
Okay.
Right. Moving along. Let's go on. What do you guys got? Value Town, small forward. That was fun. Small forward.
That was fun. I'll go under 6K. I've been riding Brandon Ingram all year. I'm just going to keep doing it. Like the spot for him.
Mm-hmm. Great spot.
Wilson Chandler at 4,500. He's burned me a few times this year. He's also had some decent games. But at that price, I don't mind it. But way down in Value Town is like CJ Miles. He's always going to be a value kind of a guy you can think about at least, just because of his shooting ability. And if you want a super flyer, even though it's more expensive than CJ Miles, I'm not going to have any of them. And you guys are going to laugh, I guarantee it. And anybody watching this, you're going to point and you're going to call me an idiot and you're going to go into the comments and you're going to call me out on it. But Josh Jackson, if he scores, I mean, the dude's been his rebound numbers have been decent. And if he scores at all, like, he could get you at 3,600, he could get you in the mid-20s at cheap. He could get you a 7X, 8X. So I don't hate him. I probably won't have him, but his rebounds have been consistent as of late. And if he gets his scoring going, and even if he only gets you maybe 10 points, he can pay off there.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I gotta look a little bit into his minutes, but this is a game that'll be up tempo. I'm down with that. Josh, what do you got down in value and mid range of power forward? We kind of skipped over.
Yeah, I'll start at Paul George. Like, just not for me. Like, I know the price is down now, but you gotta show me. Like, he played great at the beginning of the year, and then he played his old team, and I don't know, he disappeared. Like, he's not there anymore. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, I can't do that. But Fournier, nobody wants to play him. I'll keep playing him. Whatever.
What's his price on FanDuel, Fournier?
7.4. And
he's 69 on DraftKings.
He's an even better play if Elfrid Payton is out. Like, he's even better. Like, and I don't know if they don't like the price. They're like, this is Evan Fournier. He sucks. Well, I got news for you. Evan Fournier doesn't suck.
Yep.
And yeah, the price isn't great, but I'll take it. He can go get me 40. No problem.
Would you compare Evan Fournier's game to kind of like Klay Thompson?
I think he's a better all-around player.
But
he can't.
Same.
No. He's better offensively.
I don't know. Well, are we talking like hot nights or not?
No,
because
Klay is a shooter, man.
Yeah, but Klay has more. I feel safer with Klay than I do with Fournier. I think their ceilings are just.
I'm not talking about DFS wise. I'm talking about basketball.
Okay.
Basketball. Okay. Evan Fournier is way better than Klay Thompson at basketball, not shooting. Fournier is a good shooter. He's not Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters walking this planet.
Yeah.
But as far as handling the ball, getting to the rim, distributing to teammates, Fournier is leaps and bounds above Klay Thompson.
Okay.
But Terry and Prince, dude's been going off.
Uh-huh.
We remember last year when he came in and he just started balling.
Yep.
But the price is up now, so I'm
a little nervous about the matchups for him in this game. Like, who's going to be guarding him? PJ Tucker, Mbamute, Ariza.
Ariza to start, and then some Tucker, and yeah.
You know, I don't love that. I don't love that for Taurine in this game.
Yeah, I hope he's high owned, but at that price, I don't love it. TJ Warren, like if y'all been watching since the beginning of the year, I've said it. He's the ultimate GPP play. Him and Covington are like they could go out and get 20 or less, but they can also go out and
50.
Just go off.
Yeah, win you a tournament.
TJ Warren is more of he's a better play because Covington is such a shooter. TJ Warren do a lot more than Covington, but both of them is both GPP plays all the time.
Yep.
Brandon Ingram, it's versus Brooklyn. He plays so many minutes.
Yep.
Carroll, it's versus the Lakers. He plays the most minutes on that freaking team.
What's Carroll's price tag on FanDuel?
56.
52 on DraftKings. You know, if we're betting against Russell, if we're saying Russell's going to get shut down, somebody's got to do some scoring for the Nets. Carroll contributes across the, all the different stats. I think if you're not playing Russell, you want to get your exposure to this game through a guy like Carroll.
Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't have a sniper in the Raptors. That's going to snipe him down if he gets 30 minutes. He's the only one. Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is the dude I like to play. I don't think he has major upside at this price.
Yep.
But for cash, if you lock in Joe Ingles in cash lineups, if you need that savings.
Yo, but Dabo's coming for his minutes too, man. Dabo played a lot of minutes last game too, and the entire overtime.
Yeah, but he got a floor about 2.
I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, no, that's tournament. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying Joe Ingles, like, I'd be careful with because, like, his minutes could drop out of nowhere if, like, Dabo's playing well again, you know?
Yeah, I'm not scared of that. Played 35, 32, 31, 30. The game he had the shits. He got 18, 26, 34, 32. Every single game is above 30.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he's getting the scoring.
He's just a dude I lock in.
Yeah. You're right. Cash game.
Yeah, if I cash or sure, if I need that price, he's gonna be low owned. I got him the other day, like 1%, 2%. Always low owned. Yep. Simmons is a great play if both those point guards miss. Lock him in if both those point guards miss. He'll play point guard.
Good call. What's Simmons' price?
He's what is he? 5'2". Like that's when he got 47.
5'2",
when they played Charlotte, he played point guard the whole fourth quarter.
Yep.
And he was going off. He's super aggressive. He's getting to the rim, getting fouled. He was living at the free throw line.
Could he
put up
start? Could he start, or is Shelvin Mack going to start?
Should be starting anyways. But no, it'll be Shelvin Mack.
Yeah.
But Simmons will probably play more minutes, though.
I didn't even think about Simmons.
He's my dude.
Yeah. That's going to be a piece of news we're looking out for tomorrow for sure is Elfrid Payton.
For sure.
All right. Anything else?
Winston is super cheap. Winston is 3.8.
3.8. And what's his name didn't play last game? Necktat.
Oh yeah, that's right. He'll probably be back though. That wasn't nothing serious, right? I think I seen him practice today.
Okay.
But I mean, it's only 3.8. So if you need that punt, he's gonna play. He's gonna get on the court. So at 3.8, can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Cunningham, he's another guy that I hate. Doesn't do much, but every once in a while you can blow up. But he has minutes at 3.3. So when you're punting, you just look for a punt that has a chance of going off or is gonna play minutes. Dude got 2 fantasy points in 27 minutes. That's what you get with Cunningham. He does nothing, but never know.
It'll be that one game where he gets 40.
Yeah,
I got a question.
It's about 1 in every 30 games.
Yeah, 1 in every exactly. So don't play him.
I already answered the question for Scott in the staff chat, but I kind of want to see if you guys were on the same page as me. He wanted to know if Kid Gilchrist was GPP viable. And I'll tell you what I told him, and you guys can tell me if you agree or not. I told him that
on FanDuel
42,
okay.
and I told him that anybody's viable in GPPs. I mean, you can go anywhere if you really want to, but if I remember, he's only went over 20 minutes twice. I don't think you need to go there for the other guys in that price range and cheaper. Could you go to him? Yeah, you can go to anybody, but I don't think I would. I want to hear your guys' take.
Well, he just came back from injury, and his minutes was going up. It was 10, 13, 22, 27. And then versus Milwaukee.
Stomach thing left the game. It was with the illness, right? Yeah,
he left with an illness, yeah. But versus Milwaukee, I was expecting him to get over 30 for the defense.
Me too.
So, yeah. But I think that he will, I think they're making his minutes go up. It just is he still sick or not? I mean, that's the question. But, yeah, he left with the runs.
Yeah. I think he's GPP viable. I think the answer is yes.
Hell yes. 4-5?
This is a game he may need to help out with the rebounds because it's against San Antonio. If he's fine, I think he gets 30 to 35 minutes. Even at 3/4 of a point a minute at 32 minutes, you're almost at 30, and that's 7x. So I think yes, the answer is for me.
It's a big yes.
Yeah.
Who the hell's minutes were I looking at where I saw that he only the highest minutes he played was 24 or something like that? I must have been on the wrong guy or something. I must have been looking at the wrong games because I didn't even study him when I got that question. So I don't know. I must have hit somebody else because I could have swore that I thought it was 22 was his highest minutes, and that's why I was mainly off of him because it the last 3 games, like you guys said, kind of went up and down, but I didn't see that high. So okay, that might change my perspective a bit.
Yeah, I think he's worth it. It's not somebody I'm going to have a ton, but I think he would make 1 out of 3 teams if I was building him because I think he's got that kind of upside. All right, anybody else? Anybody else you guys like in small forward, or do you want to roll over to power forward?
Good.
What do you guys think? Coming off of that shit game.
Who? Oubre, definitely. Oubre. I'll take forwards against LeBron, but I think I like Porter better, but we'll get to him in a second.
I still think I don't know if Morris is going to start, but even if he does, he won't play many minutes. So
yeah,
Oubre is definitely in play.
Yeah, Markeith's a guy who likes to come in a little out of shape too. Usually, he'll ease into the season. He'll be fine in 2 months, but he's a guy that'll probably hurt you a little bit early on.
And it's gonna make them better. Moving Porter down to the small having.
This is a good team. This is my favorite team coming out of the East, the Wizards.
It is good.
With Porter's elevation in his game, they're really dangerous in my opinion, and I think they're deep. I like guys that they have on their bench. Oubre,
and Meeks.
Frazier,
Meeks can come in and drain them
and score. I like the backup center too.
Mohimi.
I like a guy who'll come in and bruise. So I like this team a lot.
I do too.
But TC, take me to the high-end power forward.
All right. AD, he's always in play. It's going to come down to pretty much if you're going to play him, do you play him or Boogie? You can play both.
Give me FanDuel prices.
11-8.
11-8. He's 11-2 over here on DraftKings.
Okay. And I think, Paulie, it was you and I on one show maybe, where we had a conversation where if you play, or maybe it was Cash, but if you play both of them, their ceilings are kind of 60, 65-ish when they're both there. So playing them both, I don't like doing that.
I love it.
You love playing both of them at the same time? Hey,
hell yeah.
I don't disagree with it. That's just kind of a personal thing. I don't like doing it, especially with both of their histories. You can kind of hope that either one of them can leave the floor at any time. I'll just leave it at that. But then Simmons, I have loved Simmons all year, but they've put him up to 9.4. I don't really like him at that price as much as I used to. If he was 8.8 to maybe 9, I'd like him a lot more, but I just don't like him at 9.4. Porzingis, I'm torn on this pick just because it's at home. I just don't know how the fans are going to act. Cash, you went on a rant about that the other night, and 9.4 once again, he has upside, but I just don't see it. I've personally been backing Aldridge all year. tonight was like the one year that I was kind of down, or one night that I was down on him, and he still put up a good game. But my favorite 8K and above is probably Gordon. I'm definitely going to have like some Simmons and AD, but I'm going to have a lot more of Aldridge and Gordon, just because AD and Boogie are always so highly owned. Whenever they're on the slate, I like to go somewhere else in those positions for some of my lineups. I have exposure to both, but I don't match or go over the field at all.
Okay. Josh, what about you?
I want to talk about Boogie and AD for a second.
Okay.
They both play 40 minutes or more, and the usage for both is absolutely insane, and they also stagger their minutes. So in a close game, there's not going to be 1 minute in the game where one of them is not on the court. So when Boogie is on the court without AD for the, 3-4 minutes that he's getting at everything. The same with AD. It'll just be short minute spurts, but for those minutes, AD is getting everything. So I take it. Nobody else wants to do it. I mean, I'll do it all the time. I don't like.
Yeah, and
the usage is just crazy, and the minutes, man, over 40.
Yeah, and like I said, like I don't like hate on people that do it. It's just to kind of
don't be hating on cash.
Yeah, no, like I don't dislike when people do it. It's just like for me personally, I never really thought about it into too much. I never did it before, but I'm pretty sure it was Paulie. But if they're on the floor, if they play together the entire game, and you get, let's say, 60 from both, that's 120. But if it was just one of those players, you might get 85 if they're getting that entire game. So playing them both together, like I don't hate it. Like they're still, upside of 60 to 70 points apiece. But like me personally, I just don't do it. Like I said, I just want like Cash to know, like I don't like dislike that move. It's just for personally, I don't personally do it.
Yeah, they don't take away much from each other. I stat mused it. Like their fantasy points per game was minuscule of the difference when they got together. But yeah, I feel you. But the reason I do it is because most people is like you. They don't want to do it. That's why I do it.
Donkeys. Just say it. Donkeys, man. Just say it.
Oh, that is great. That is really great. But I'm going to say that I like to pick one or the other. I don't really like running them together. All right. The usage now is 32.5 for Boogie, 27 for AD. I lean towards the better matchup, and I lean towards Boogie. Anthony Davis is just volatile, Boogie, he actually hasn't been like getting tossed as much like as he did 2 years ago. He's kind of like realized it ain't worth it. Like he likes to be out there, likes the ball, and he's got almost 6% more usage. So I lean for the spots I can get Boogie. I like to get AD if he's low owned. Like I'll grab AD the game after he just burned the whole world usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the reason I like Boogie more, because he's a crazy mother. And I love him. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA.
Yeah, no, he's one of mine too. He's one of mine too. I definitely agree with you. I hope they do well. I want to see them like play deep into the playoffs. I'd like to see Boogie go after it. But I like them both. I'll play them. But I'd prefer to have pick and choose, just because having two guys at almost 12K that on most nights are just gonna get you the 5X. That hurts the rest of your team. So I usually like to grab one of these guys. But if I can grab them both, great.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have value.
I'd be curious to see how many people are playing them together versus separate, though. You know what I mean?
Me. But what I want to say about Gordon is I don't think he has major upside at this price. Mm-hmm. I love him to death, but the only way he's gonna get upside is if he's hot.
And what price are you talking about?
8 G's.
8 G's. He's 7.3 over on DraftKings.
So for a guy, for a guy at 8,000, I look at the 12K guys where get me just my 60 and I'm happy. But my 8K guys, I don't want that. 8K, I want 50 at least.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't have that on a regular basis. He has to be on fire. The one game he has that was versus Brooklyn, and dude was on fire. He was 5 of 5 or 6 of 6 from 3. He was making everything. And that's just not going to happen very often.
Okay.
And See, I would rather take the other guys ahead of him because I know that those guys can go out and their upside is higher, especially Porzingis and Aldridge because they're the whole team right now.
Word. None of you guys. I guess he's next tier. Mid tier. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on Otto Porter and then the rest.
I like Otto Porter as a player, but kind of like I said earlier, kind of like with KP, Simmons, and like Aldridge and them, like they're going to garner a lot of my ownership and power forward. So I'm probably going to go decently further down than Otto. I have no issue with playing him. Like he can go out. He has upside. He has a decent floor. But like for me, I'd rather go down to like a Frank the Tank at 4,500. He's like my favorite like cheap play at this position. You know, I'm trying to figure out a reason why I can like explain to people why I'm not going to play him. And there's really no good reason why not to play him. It's just like, I'd rather go down. Like I really would. I don't think there's an issue with Otto, but I almost like that more than Gordon. Now that now that Cash kind of went on that spiel. But yeah,
who do you like cheaper then?
I don't mind Millsap. I don't mind RHJ, and I love Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank.
4,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, against San Antonio, second unit guy. He's probably gonna get like Kyle Anderson. Yeah, I could definitely like Frank the Tank. Blow off games coming. He can get you like 40 in the right matchup. So I gotta take a look into that. That's a good price. What do you think, Cash? Mid tier into value.
Didn't OKC blow out Milwaukee the last game?
OKC, yes, they did.
Was it a blowout?
Yeah, I thought so.
What was the spread? I don't remember what the spread was.
I think so because I just randomly see Melo minutes go down. I was like, damn. But I know Chicago was, and I thought Milwaukee was, but I wasn't positive. But yeah, I like Melo just for how many shots he takes. I wasn't expecting him. I was not expecting 91. Him. Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting Melo to get more shots than George and Russell. I was not expecting that, but that is what's happening. So I like that. So you do like Paul Millsap. I don't like the price raise.
Yeah, 72. What's he on DraftKings?
67.
Wow, what's going on with these like 500 and more differences?
I know. It's like two totally different slates. Millsap against Nectat D.
I don't like much players against Miami, and I just don't think he has upside at that price. This is a Jokic
spot. Dude, this is a Jokic spot, man. You want centers against Whiteside. He's gonna be back. This is a Jokic spot for sure. Yeah, I don't take guys against Nectat.
I don't take many guys versus Miami, period. But it would be a center would be my favorite, especially a center that is he can play on a perimeter.
This is a Jokic spot, man. Like this is similar to that Miami Minnesota game. You know, you got Miami against a faster paced team, and playing a West Coast team. This is a good spot probably.
But I love Otto Porter. I hope that game time decision stays there. Just watch it and don't say nothing.
Yeah, he practiced.
Okay, good. Don't say he's playing. Just leave that game time decision right there. Because this is a dude that does have 50-point upside in this game.
He's shown it many times.
Oh, yeah. This game is going to be up and down.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Give me that. I love that game. I love him.
Yep.
Tobias Harris, he could go out and get 19. He could go out and get 50. So he's another tournament guy. I like RHJ in that game. I just keep naming the players in the games that I like, but I mean, how can you not like Brooklyn? How can you not like Brooklyn versus the Lakers? And the Lakers are on the back-to-back. Sabonis. Oh my God.
Have you played? Have any of you guys caught Sabonis? I haven't had any of it.
Oh yeah.
The very beginning of the year, I did.
I've been playing him ever since the first time he got into the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And the first game he got into the starting lineup, he got me 14.
And then he's gotten you like 10x since.
That's right. He's been going off almost every day. But the offense is just, this kid is good as shit. Like, OKC was just limiting him. Like I never seen this. When he
Me
was in
neither.
OKC, I was
didn't
like,
see
this
this
kid
coming at all.
Yeah,
I thought he
like,
was a dud.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this kid is just average. He just whatever. He's nothing like his father. Yep. But man, I'm telling you, this kid is super good. Like he's good enough where I could be like, Turner, stay over there with with the worst concussion in the history of the world. Because this kid is good, man. I'm telling you.
Oh man, you shutting Turner? I just think Turner makes them good. Like he bumps over that floor. You know, if he earned his play. But Turner's 7-1. Like I want him down there rebounding with him. I like that.
Feel you. But the way he's been playing at center is amazing. Like he's just running. Oh my God, he reminds me of Marc Gasol. This kid is good. I love him.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna make a point to watch like his whole game because I want to see this. I really do.
They're running the offense through him. He makes passes from the top, like Jokic, like Mark.
Yeah,
the kid can shoot. He can get down and get rebounds. The kid is good.
Wow,
I love his.
All right, I like that. Sabonis.
What's Sabonis? Say,
TC? Hey, it's all right. Do you guys remember when the trade went through and everyone was like dogging on them when they said like, "Who's this Sabonis kid you got?" Like that's shit. Like you guys got the worst end of this deal.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, they said the same thing about the Magic when they traded Dwight Howard for Vucevic, and Vucevic was a better center from day one in that season. Vucevic was a better center. But yeah, I knew that he was good. Like he was okay, but I didn't think he was this. What I see, this kid is great. Like special.
Yep.
What else I like?
Wow.
Was just doing
middle
here? Yeah, I was about to say, Brook Lopez is gonna make me not lose all my money. I sure would like Randall to play the whole fourth quarter, but yeah.
Yo, I got 3 teams already in the money, kind of deep in the donkey, and I got 4 guys going.
Who all do you have? Lopez and who?
I got Patty Connaughton, Dame Lillard, Ingram, and Nurkic in 1. And then that same 3 and Clarkson. And then the last team that's in the money is Caldwell Pope, Lillard, Ingram, Clarkson, and Nurkic. And Lopez.
Yeah.
How is Nurkic doing?
Nurkic has like 30-ish.
Yeah,
Nurkic has 3150. He's got a flame.
He was way too cheap on DK.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know if he got down to value or not.
We haven't had a nice sweat on the show. Hopefully, we only got a little bit left, but we'll see where we're at.
Hey, you're sweating real money. I'm sweating mint cash over here.
Yo, baby, any cash is a good cash, baby. I sweat them all.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate your 1.2 points, man. You're a baller, bro.
Easy.
Brandon Paul. I haven't even looked at FanDuel because that's where I had all my Brandon Paul, and I haven't even looked.
You don't want to look.
It's just been on DK tonight. Oh man, that's funny. All right, where we at? Any other value power forwards? Any other value power forwards you want to talk about?
Henson, if Monroe is out again, but I mean, he did play 29 minutes and 22. Just didn't do nothing the first time, but oh man, I could see Drummond just eating him like a ham sandwich. Kuzma in that game, of course, and Marvin Williams. I love Marvin Williams. We all know what I think about Marvin Williams. Julius Randle.
No, he ain't marvelous, right? He's far from marvelous.
I would rather cut my most important extremity off than play him.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Randall, he's scary. Don't know if he's gonna get the minutes. He's a donkey GPP play, and I love the Frank the Tank call. And Jay Crowder.
There's a blow up game coming, and this could be it.
He's got to start. Tristan Thompson is out, so they're gonna move Lud back to the center. And Jay Crowder is going to start at the power forward. And it's Otto Porter, so it's not like it's a mismatch for him. You know what I mean? Otto Porter's not a mismatch for him.
And it might,
So
it might be some
like
Markeith too. It might be some Markeith. And
yeah,
you
that's
don't play
true.
defense.
But he's not that.
He's not. He's
huge
nothing.
either.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I really like that. Jeremiah Grant for OKC.
Mm-hmm.
You need a cheap guy, and you only have that much money.
Yes.
You get Crowder today, but just keep Grant in your mind because the kid's coming in and playing really well for OKC.
No, I had Grant last game. What's his price tag? He's getting the minutes.
Oh yeah.
4-4. Wow. Yep.
He's getting minutes even in non-blowouts.
You can pretty much guarantee that he will be in the wide sheets tomorrow and in the guaranteed 6X column. You can lock that baby in. 44, you said?
Yeah, 4.4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would check those sheets out. All right.
And even in the games that's not blowouts, he's getting 25 and 27 minutes.
Yeah, I know. He's very secure, and he's like playing on the second line, and he's getting shots. Like, I was impressed with his usage. I'll look that up overnight. We'll get a clear picture, but I liked what I saw, and he's 3,400, boys. 3,400 on DK.
What is Sark on DK?
Sark?
Yeah.
Good question.
Because he's only 3.7. God damn. I hate
you,
man.
But this difference. He needs to be min on DK.
He's 45 on DK.
Oh yeah. Don't play him on DK, but on FanDuel.
38. Yeah, you got to. If he's still in the starting lineup, you got to give that a shot.
I think he's still gonna be starting. 3.7. It's going down and down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Against Indy, you want stretch fours against Indy. This is a great spot for him.
Love him.
This is a great. You saw what Kevin Love just did to him. This is a spot for Sarge for sure. Get Sarge on FanDuel definitely. All right, let's close it out with the big center position. Josh, I'm gonna start with you. Tell me what you think at the top.
What I think is Boogie Cousins against Dirk Nowitzki. They're gonna start Noel.
Yeah,
they gotta start Noel. But man, Boogie can put each one in his hands like a ham sandwich and just take bites.
Just do that
all night. Like, oh man. This is a nut spot. Like, this is the nuts.
This is a nut spot.
The only question is, can Dallas? Yeah, can Dallas?
So CK asked you that pre-show, and I know why. Because he had the Clippers center in the past game against Dallas, and it was a blowout, and he was getting the usage, and they even went into like a hacker mode, and they were fouling him and just giving him free throws, and he was just getting a ton of attempts, but they blew him out, and he didn't get the last run, and he started cold. But I think there's a great spot for Boogie. It'd be amazing if Davis just gets injured second play in and you got that 10%. Oh my God. Because I'm sticking with the Boogie train, he does steals, blocks, and he's just gonna I think he's gonna actually emerge as the man on this team, and AD eventually will take a little bit of a backseat to Boogie is my prediction.
In my opinion, he's already the man.
Yeah.
Put him on any team. He's the man.
Yeah.
But what I would say about this game is that he's not going to get that steal upside. I don't think he even can get to 3 because Dallas is going to slow the pace down, and they don't turn the ball over much. They're a good running offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I would say. But Drummond, great spot. Center is just, why can we not take shooting guard away and just play 3 centers? Yeah. Drummond, Jokic, Embiid, Whiteside.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You gotta play on DK and load up on all these guys.
Kevin Love in that game. Capella against Atlanta and Dedmon.
Oh my God.
Vucevic versus Chicago versus the Caveman. Come on, Caveman. You're not gonna get out there and guard him. Dwight Howard versus Powell. What the fuck? I haven't seen a center yet. I don't like. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Oh my God.
Oh man, this is amazing. This is just amazing. Yeah.
So should I just not talk about centers because we just went over the nuts of all of them?
Just Adams versus Horford. Adams versus Horford. Man, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Got Cantor versus Phoenix.
Yeah. He just keeps coming with them. Wow. Yeah, centers loaded up. It's been like this all season, and then like DraftKings like doesn't price the centers up like other sites. I don't know.
No.
It's like dude, what's Whiteside on FanDuel?
Whiteside is 9K.
He's 7.6 on DraftKings.
What the hell? That's $1,400.
It's been like this for a while. Like it was like this last year too. It just makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like the two biggest fantasy producers on a team usually is point guard and center.
Yeah.
So why are we pricing down centers like they're shooting guards?
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But TC, take me through some of your favorite centers. Any price range. We know there's a lot.
Yeah. I'm not gonna repeat Cash a whole lot, so I'll kind of stay on the guys he didn't go too far into. Gortat's the ride or die guy, but at 5,900, like needing him like to feel safe at 30, I don't really feel safe with that. And Embiid, I like the player, but at 9,300, don't like the spot. Don't think we're gonna see a 50 spot or more from him. Yeah, Boogie's definitely the cream of the crop at center. On DK, it's obviously Whiteside for that price. I didn't know it was that cheap, but and then I'm trying to think of somebody he hasn't mentioned. And I think you mentioned everyone, including the backups. You mentioned everyone and the second string backup. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that because like I'm going through the list and there's very few guys that you haven't mentioned that are in kill spots here.
And you know who we didn't mention? Kyle Kuzma at power forward. Dude is balling out tonight, and it is another really great spot for him. Lakers, they got to make a move. They got to trade one of these guys and improve another position because this is just too much of a logjam with these three guys that are all talented. And I love how Randall never plays with his jersey tucked in. Like
I know
he comes in, he just untucks it. He goes
always,
always.
I love that.
But
I never knew if nobody ever noticed that besides me. But it's always untucked.
Untucked. It's always slumped, and that's why you like him. I get it. I like him too. So anything else closing on the slate you guys want to say? Obviously, this is a nice big slate with some real juicy spots. Great tournament slate, build a bunch of lineups, but take some stands, you can't have 10% of everything.
Cleveland, Washington,
wow.
Brooklyn, Lakers, Chicago, Orlando.
Yeah.
All three of those games I love.
Yep.
And if you can't tell by just watching this, there's a lot of different routes you can go. You can play the donkey move with me, or you can listen to Cash and try to play every center that is on a roster and just make a shitload of lineups. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can go here. Definitely going to be like a gouge sop kind of night where you just make a lot of lineups because there's a lot of guys you want to get covered and have exposure to.
Yep, absolutely.
Phoenix Knicks too. Really like that game too.
What's the line on that? That was a decent. Yeah, 223.
Highest.
It's 223. Yeah, and then Charlotte.
All those games I announced, all those games I just said is probably the highest, right?
Yeah, probably.
Brooklyn, LA. The top 5 are Phoenix, New York, Brooklyn, LA, Miami, Denver, and then the New Orleans, Dallas game.
Yeah,
and
we don't have a line for Indy, Philly yet.
And
we don't have a line for Cleveland, Washington yet, right?
Yeah, right. And then Houston, Atlanta is the 5th one. But yeah, I don't think those will stay the top 5.
No way. Dallas, New Orleans stays there.
But Wise Take Nation, YouTube people out there, if you want to find out who we land on, the free week trial, it's definitely worth it. If you're out there playing DFS, never hurts to get some more advice. Check us out. We got projections, we got cheat sheets, we got articles, a lot of cool stuff going on, and Those have been real hot lately. Like, you're definitely making money if you're playing. Check us out. Come on over. Get to see me, Cashin, DK, TC, and any of the rest of the squad out there. I think it'll be us three and Goudsop tomorrow. Or maybe it's just me and Cashin and Goudsop, the Oracle, for the live stream. So check us out tomorrow. What an awesome slate we got. Don't forget the D'Angelo Russell contest. Post what you think his FanDuel final score will be. Closest guy gets a free month subscription to wisetake.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, click the thumbs up. Leave us some 5 stars reviews if you're watching us on iTunes. And don't forget, sign up for the monthly package. Get 7 days completely free. If you're on side to side with the product, you can cancel after 7 days. So check us out. And for Cashin, for TC.
Oh, I got something to say. When you're doing that projection, on Russell, just remember, at 29, if he gets to 30 minutes, he's going to get shot. Remember that. He's going to get 29 minutes, so you got to do your projection on 29 minutes. That's it.
29 minutes. Snipers in the ceiling. Don't forget it. For TC, for CashinDFS, good luck.
Yeah.